Have you ever seen a prince walk away from his crown, not in defeat, not in anger, but in a silence so deep even the gods stood still? This is the story of Murugaa, the Lord of the Hills, the Prince of Light, who chose inner truth over outer glory. It began with a golden mango, not just any fruit. This was the fruit of supreme wisdom. Mahadeva and Maataa Paarvathi received it as a gift. But there was a condition: only one could eat it. So the divine parents set a playful yet profound challenge before their sons. Whoever circles the universe first shall win the fruit. Murugaa, swift, bold, radiant, leapt onto his peacock and vanished into the skies, slicing through clouds, racing across oceans, circling planets like a comet made of fire and will. Ganeeshaa, round and calm, simply folded his hands and walked around his parents. He bowed and said, "The universe is vast, but for me, my world begins and ends at your feet." When Murugaa returned, exhausted but glowing, expecting celebration, he found Ganeeshaa already holding the fruit. There was a pause. No thunder, no fury, just silence. Murugaa's eyes searched his father's face, then his mother's, then the fruit. He smiled, not with joy, but with understanding. He bowed, placed his veil on the earth, and said softly, "Dad and Mom, my journey was vast, but perhaps wisdom lies not in distance, but in devotion. I must go, not to sulk, but to see deeper." He turned, not as a child storming out, but as a sage walking inward. He walked barefoot across lands. Forests whispered his name, mountains watched him pass, until he arrived at a mist, covered hills serene, sacred, timeless. There he stood still, no ornaments, no peacock, only a wooden staff, the dandam in his hand, and in that moment Murugaa was no longer a prince. He was Dhandayudhapani, the renunciate, the silent master, the one who had tasted the truth beyond victory. Maataa Paarvathi, heart heavy with longing, arrived at the hill and called out, "My dear son, you've left everything." "What do you need?" Murugaa turned, eyes shining with light and love. "Nothing, mother, Palam Nee, you are the fruit." Those two words echo even today in the hills of Palani Malai. Pilgrims chanted as they climbed barefoot, Palam Nee, for in that surrender, Murugaa gave the world the highest truth, that love is greater than achievement, that peace is found not in conquest but in letting go. Now you know the rest of the story. Share this with your friends and family. Subscribe for more timeless tales of our Sanatana roots. Until next time, may you find your Palam Nee, your inner fruit, just as Murugaa did.